Oh boy. 1 2 1 2. Yo. I hope I'm sounding good. I hope I'm sounding good because my damn mic started bugging out again. Go figure, right? So right now I'm letting the shit charge up real quick so I can sound even more crispy. So I'm gonna be doing the show like this until further notice. I just hope you can hear me. I'm not sounding muffled or nothing like that. As a matter of fact, let me check and see how I'm sounding. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna wait for people to start piling in real quick. You know what I mean? What's goody, everybody? Let them know I'm live. Oh yeah, live. I'm live. Boo-boo-doo-boo. Live. Go and tell them. Go and tell them I am live. The fuck you mean, huh? Going on, everybody out there? Mr. Sandman signing back in real quick. Episode 65. The Council Roundtable. We talk about the old-fashioned Rasslin, let y'all know what's happening. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Let me just make sure that sounded pretty good. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me because, it be acting janky. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second there. Oh, thank you. My dude Lowry in the building. What's goody, Lowry? Like that avatar. Pretty nice. I can dig it. Okay. Now, in the meantime, in between time, gonna talk about this day in wrestling history. Wait, hold on, wait. Fuck. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I didn't really get to watch SmackDown yet. Let me know what happened. You can tell me in the chat, whatever. I posted the link. If you want to pull up, you know what I mean? And for those out there that don't want to be seen, you don't have to be seen. You know what I'm saying? You could 1 2 1 2. My bad about that. Like I was saying from before, you can hide your camera. You don't have to show your face. You could just pull up if you want and talk about old fashioned wrestling. You did. But anyways, like I was saying from before, get to this day in wrestling history. And for the new news out there, the newcomers out there that just started watching, this stream, this podcast. I normally do this when it comes to this damn wrestling history, right? And so far, like I've been covering this dude Bruno Sammartino's title reign. So let's go. In 1963, Bruno Sammartino and Gorilla Monsoon fought to a draw for the WWF World Heavyweight title at a house show held at MSG. At All Japan Pro Wrestling holds its first ever show in Tokyo, Japan. The main event saw Bruno Sammartino and Terry Funk win a 2 out of 3 falls match against Giant Baba and Thunder Sugiyama, whatever. You know what I mean? He's Japanese. The fuck. He likes rice. Let's continue on. In 91, at a WWF Superstar tapings, Jake the Snake Roberts attacked his great rival Macho Man Randy Savage in one of the most iconic segments of that era. The climax of the attack saw Roberts unleash his King Cobra on Savage with the reptile biting Macho Man's bare arm. We all remember that. I remember when I was a kid when I seen that shit. You already see it. Was it Lucifer? I think it was Lucifer. Or oh damn, maybe it was Damon. It was one of those motherfuckers. One of those motherfucking snakes. And as a kid seeing that, you was like, what in the hell? And thank God he was devenomed or devenomized. How you say it? Devenomized, devenomed, whatever. He didn't have venom in his teeth. Thank God. It was Damien. Because I remember Damien was around first, then it was Lucifer. He had Lucifer afterwards. But yeah, Damien just clamped onto this dude's shoulder blade and was trying to suck the life out this dude, Randy Savage. And like I said, he was devenomized. Thank God for that because it's crazy. Fun fact: after this dude Damien was biting this dude Macho Man Randy Savage, tale has it that Damien was the one that died after that. So it's like, what the fuck? Who would expect that? How you so tough when the snake bites you, the snake dies? Man, we all miss Macho Man, B. Only human on earth that could fucking survive a snake bite and have the snake die. Hell yeah, that shit was scary as hell. I remember at first they showed it on live TV, and then they had put the censor sound on there when they came to the replays. But anyways, in '96 on Monday Night Raw, Bret Hart announces he has turned down WCW and re-signed with the WWF. In addition, he would accept the challenge from Stone Cold Steve Austin for a match at the following month's Survivor Series pay-per-view. The contract Hart signed was an unprecedented 20-year deal. Jesus. He was signed for WCW less than 1 year after this. Like, a deal like that is so unheard of. 20 years? Let's really be real. What the fuck was Bret Hart gonna do in WWE for 20 years? Nah, like eventually that whatever he was doing was gonna get tired. It was gonna get whack. Hakeem the African Dream in the background. Give me 1 second. Got 2001 WWE No Mercy took place at the Service Center in St. Louis, Missouri. The event saw Chris Jericho win his first ever world title when he defeated The Rock for the WCW title in the main event. Stone Cold Steve Austin retained the WWF Championship in a triple threat match against Kurt Angle and Rob Van Dam. In 2003, WWE took place in Albany, New York. On the SmackDown show, the Bastion Brothers defeated Los Guerreros to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Y'all remember the cabinet. Frenchie Martin passed away from bladder cancer in 2016. He was 66 years old. So may him rest in peace. May he rest in peace. In the 70th anniversary of NWA, Nick Aldis regained an NWA championship from Cody in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And Cody had previously defeated Aldis for the belt all in the month prior. I didn't even know they had beef, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even trying to see a fucking match like that. I could really fucking care less about a Nick Aldis and Cody Rhodes beef. Well, 2 years ago, AEW aired the Dinner Debonair skit between MJF and Chris Jericho. As well as his popularity among the wrestling community, it also got nominated for a Tony Award. I didn't even know that. But we got some real good birthdays today. We got Bushwhacker Butch Miller. Today was his birthday. And we got my guy. Oh, you better recognize it's his birthday. D'Lo Brown. Happy birthday to you guys. Hakeem.
Do you know that before the snake bit situation happened, Macho Man went into Jake the Snake's locker room. He's like,
Yeah, I heard him.
"Hey,
Yeah, go ahead.
I need you to check if that snake has been devenomized." He's like, "What are
And
you
that's when
talking
Jake the
about?"
Snake was like, he
He was
was like,
like,
come on now.
"Let the bite
I wouldn't
snake
just
you."
have, yeah.
The
How am I sounding? Because I'm not using my mic right now. I'm letting my mic charge. How am I
Good.
sounding?
it sounds good.
Okay, go ahead. Continue on. Thank you.
Yeah, so he made the snake latch onto Jake the Snake Roberts, and he's like, "All right, hold it for 3 more minutes." He's like, "I'll kick your fucking ass," because Macho Man was seriously scared of snakes.
But he was smart for doing that. Like, you're not going to have your snake just bite on me. Like, the fuck out of here. I feel this dude, Macho Man, for dotting his I's and crossing his T's.
I want to know who's the fucking smart ass writer that sat there and wrote to Vince like, "Yeah, how should we bring more heat to Jake the Snake Roberts? I know, maybe we can let the snake bite him."
Hey, I'm all for
Yeah,
it. It's
that's a
better than
good
this dude.
idea.
It's better than
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre having a sword and not using it. They should figure out a way how the fuck this dude is gonna use that sword on somebody. Even Abyss used malice on somebody.
Yeah.
Remember when the Berserker tried to stab Undertaker with the sword and it went through the
Yeah.
ring?
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
It's
I
a
don't.
purpose. Like, you bring a weapon
There,
to the ring, it gotta have some type of purpose.
there's some angles that I would say, fuck that. What if I don't roll off in time? Like the fuck? It really would have been R.I.P. Undertaker.
Yo,
Oh man.
this dude Snug said he wasn't gonna be able to make it tonight. He gotta pull a double. So you already know, Snugs, we're gonna hold it down for you, buddy. Shouts go out
Yeah.
to
Hey.
Snugs, the WWE lawyer.
His
So
his check didn't clear from Vince. That's what happened.
since we're talking about new stuff, let's go off the grid real quick.
Go ahead.
Anybody go see Black Adam yet?
Nah, yeah. I'm waiting till like next week.
I'd rather watch White Steve. Fuck Black Adam.
You want to watch a guy named White Steve?
I don't know, just making shit up. Trying to make we should get John on the show, get JCD on the show. So, do you like Black Adam?
Oh, this dude, I don't know what's up with that dude JCD. Like, he got a vendetta that deep with The Rock just because he said he didn't put Randy Orton over. My dude,
Yeah.
it's okay. Randy Orton is
Now,
fine.
I want to ask JCD, does he hate the person, Dwayne Johnson, or the character, The Rock?
He hates
I
the
don't know. I think
person.
he hates
He
both.
hates the
He's the
person.
person.
It was to the
It,
point where he was even getting at the moms. I'm like, come on, JCD.
it ain't
Why you getting that out
it ain't the
for?
character. He said he
Wow.
hated Dwayne Johnson when he did that fuck shit. When
Oh,
Dwayne got
It's
so
never
big.
that serious.
No. He broke it down. He's like, he hated him ever since that part with Randy Orton and
Yeah.
what Dwayne Johnson did to CM Punk. Like, how you gonna have CM Punk visit you to your lounge, and you pretty much saying, "All right, I'm the WWE champ. We're gonna go over how we gonna do this match," and you making CM Punk relay the message to a third party.
wow.
That's some real cocky shit.
I just
So-
remember the Rock bought a truck for his.
For his brother.
No, for his moms.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh fuck him, fuck The Rock." I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he was going.
I bet he'll lose his shit if Dwayne Johnson ever run for president. That'll be a podcast itself.
Yeah, you missed it. The last show we did, they seasoned the fact that this dude Rock might end up having an executive producer chair in WWE.
How is that possible? What
Man,
what
look,
what
when it
is
came
it?
to the Rock schedule, we asked that question from before. How was that possible? We still don't know how the fuck this dude has time. Oh, we lost Nate. You already know, Nate. Just hit that link. But yeah, we said that from before about this dude Rock. How the fuck does he have time in a day to do what he does? But he still does it.
I don't know if he can run a wrestling business. I don't know. He can do everything else, but I just don't think he can run a wrestling business.
See, Larry, like I ain't gonna lie. Like I was on that. I won't say I hated The Rock from before, but I wasn't fucking with him. I thought he always used to say some gay stuff in his promos that he was a glorified transitional champion. But I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like as time went by, I grew to appreciate him more.
I do think they did him dirty. Like, come on, he's the most over wrestler. No, he's not even a wrestler. The most over sports. He is what sports entertainment. What if WWE said, "Hey, we're going to become sports entertainers"? Dwayne Johnson was the total package. He
Yeah,
he
I agree. I agree.
he wasn't the greatest wrestler, but he did enough that he didn't botch no matches. He was a safe worker. He knew how to entertain the crowd. And I think his best work The Rock ever did was how he was able to transition from that baby face to heel so quickly, right in the moment of him and Brock Lesnar was wrestling. That's
Hollywood
amazing.
Rock.
And he
He always looked
followed
the
it.
stunner funny too.
And maybe The Rock can help these wrestlers how to become better workers on the mic, but as a in-ring producer, not so much. I don't think he could produce a match. Now, if he can teach them how to control the mic and get the crowd, I ain't gonna lie. Dwayne Johnson, and you pair him up with a talent like MJF that really knows how to work the crowd, that's magic.
Ooh, that'll be too
Especially,
much.
it's no,
If
I'm
this
just
dude
saying that
Rock was
Dwayne
to teach,
Johnson was behind
if
the
the Rock
scenes
was
and
to
he's
teach
teaching
MJF
MJF.
some more shit how to talk on the mic, that'll be too much. MJF don't need no more. He don't need no more tutelage when it comes to his promo skills.
Mhm.
What you think about the one he did with Lord Steven Regal?
That was
Mm.
great.
That's what I'm saying. Like that you will have the Rock teaching MJF how to talk on the mic even better. That'll be too much.
You you know what? I'm gonna go back for I'm gonna go back what I said 2 months ago. Maybe we don't need MJF for WWE. He's better off in AEW with his mic skills.
He'll be watered down if he went to WWE like a freaking can of tuna fish.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
I
given the
mean,
fact that go ahead, Nate. Go ahead, Nate.
no, I was gonna say. I mean, it may change a little bit different with Triple H. You know, maybe Triple H will give him more leeway. You know, especially if they're trying to move to a little bit of an edgy product here and there. But
Well, I
yeah,
don't, that's what I was about to say. I was about to allude to that. Basically, with Triple H saying that he's gonna keep pushing the PG product. He's gonna keep
yeah,
making it PG, and it's like it's cool, but you gotta be creative when it comes to that. Like you can't just coast when on a PG product. You gotta be more creative because it's easier to be a scumbag or whatever when it's TV 14.
yeah.
It's like the golden era. You know what I mean? When you had Hogan and all right, for instance, as a matter of fact, you had Jake the Snake and Macho Man beef. Around that time, it was rated PG,
Mm.
but he still had Damien bite the shit out this dude, Macho.
No, so you know what? even though it was PG, you know what saved WWE? You know what? You know why they was able to do what they did? They wasn't on national TV. They was
Yes,
on
he
what? The
was.
no. I'm talking about like USA channel.
That's cable.
Yeah, cable,
They
but
wasn't
cable,
on they
cable
like,
wasn't cable
like
wasn't exposed
Superstars.
like
What
how
channel
it is now.
Superstars is on? Superstars is on like what channel 4 NBC, I think it was.
No, a matter of fact, I think that wasn't that a Saturday night main event that happened.
Yo, so who's that? Beatrice Kiddo?
Yep.
I knew it. I recognize those eyes from anywhere. I used to love me some Uma Thurman.
She still look good. Ain't nothing wrong with Uma Thurman.
Beatrice Kiddo. Now we lost. Yo,
Um,
Nate. Yo, this dude. Were you at the Appalachian Mountains? You can't keep internet. Toph was goody.
chilling, just trying to stay hydrated. What's up, you guys?
you caught the Rona?
No, it's just hot over here. That's all.
You got the
Oh.
Macarena.
The what?
The Macarena. Well, wait, hold on. Let me see if this shit is done yet, because I don't know if y'all can hear me thoroughly. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I'm
Yeah,
afraid.
can
I
hear
think
pretty good on my end.
I'm afraid WWE is starting to fall off the wheels a little bit.
Why you say
Starting.
that?
Where you been the past decade? What are you talking about? Starting to fall off?
No. I'm talking about like the post Triple H era
It's been falling off, bro.
because I feel like they're running out of stories, and I think
Wake up.
and I think Vince McMahon's presence is starting to be missed a little bit.
Dude, I had an edible
What?
gummy yesterday. I was in a haze. It's funny.
Go
I
ahead,
don't know
man.
what people are. I don't know what folks are talking about. I keep hearing all this false praise about how WWE is so much better. I guess I'm watching a different show. I watch Raw. I watch SmackDown. The only difference is just a little bit more wrestling. That's it. All
Well,
the holes that were there with Vince are still there. The 24/7
SmackDown
title's
is
still
better.
there. The tag titles are still there. The tag titles still mean shit. The women's tag titles still mean shit. You still have women's matches that go like 90 seconds. Roman's still going over everybody. There's no stars. There's no larger than life stars. There's no baby faces that are like guys you really want to get behind. Like a lot of the issues are still there. So I don't know what people are
But
talking
here's the
about.
thing, though.
We got a baby face to get
How long
behind.
Triple H been there? How long Triple H been there so far? Like 4 months?
3 months. 3 months.
You still got to give it time.
Oh, I'm giving it time. It's not Triple H that's the problem. It's the fans. The fans just blow shit out of proportion.
Yeah,
it's just like that's
I agree. I definitely agree. Like, yo, like people gotta chill. Like, they act like soon Triple H come through, oh, everything's gonna change off the kick overnight. And if they failed, they went down on the ratings for one night. Oh, Triple H failed. You see what happened? He can't say WWE. Like, yo, damn, let this dude cook.
You
Like
say
this,
you
I said from before, and I'm gonna say it again. It's gonna take years for Triple H to dig Triple H. For Triple H to dig WWE out their hole. It's gonna take years.
Oh yeah,
at least 5 years.
Well, here's the thing: we ain't got 5 years worth of superstars.
Yes, we do.
Who?
We're not going to have any because Triple H was saying it even when Vince was still around, when Triple H was in charge of NXT. He said it in several interviews. Like, there's this idea, okay, the one promo Punk cut all those years ago, Ring of Honor, where he was like, the biggest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing people that he didn't exist. Mm-hmm. The biggest trick that Triple H has pulled is making people think that he's any different than Vince. He's not. Triple H said it several times when he was in charge of NXT, when NXT was popping. He said the goal of WWE is to not make superstars. WWE is to draw. They don't want to make larger-than-life people. They want WWE to be the brand. That is a WWE policy. It doesn't matter who's in charge, Vince, Stephanie, Triple H, that's how they are. I'll give you another example that Triple H is.
Hold on, before you say that, hold on. I want to ask you because you made me want to ask this. So, would you say that when this dude Triple H made that proclamation that they was going to stay PG, do you think this dude Vince is still in the wings, telling this dude Triple H what to do and what not to do?
No,
Clearly.
that's USA. That's USA telling them what to do and not to do. USA and Fox will not go past PG.
Well, PG.
I don't know about that. You know why I say that? Because you know why I say that? That could be false because these dudes, WWE could just leave when their contract is up. And they go any other TV station would love to have WWE. So they don't really have to follow their protocol.
Yeah, but USA is paying so much money. I mean, I would love for them to go back to TNN. TNN was just no filter. No filter.
Well, I don't really know what that has to do with anything. I'm just simply saying that Triple H is not that much different from Vince. Like Carl Anderson, even though the Good Brothers are, I don't really care for the Good Brothers.
Oh, they put me.
They should have.
Right. I don't care for him. But the point is that he's the never openweight champion, and he has a title defense coming up. But it turns out the title defense is going to be on the same day as the next Saudi show. So the hope was when Triple H took over that, maybe Triple H will let wrestlers do more stuff. Because in AEW, you get more freedom. In AEW, you can work in Ring of Honor, New Japan, and a bunch of other places. Whereas in WWE doesn't play nice for the companies. If you sign with WWE, they lock you down. You can't work elsewhere. Well, it's just revealed that Carl Anderson has been double booked. So because he can't do both. He can't be in Japan and then go to Saudi. That's like a 16-hour flight. It's impossible.
Yeah,
so now
jet
he's going to
have to be a motherfucker.
Right. So that means
lag.
that Triple H decided to fuck him, which again, and I don't care about Carl. Like if anyone's being fucked here, it's New Japan because, it's whatever. But the point is that Triple H is doing the same shit that Vince would do. So I think that Triple H has done a good job convincing people that he's so much better than Vince. It's like he's really not. The only thing that Triple H does better is that Triple H, he gets wrestling better. I trust him to go out there and actually have the folks go out and wrestle. Triple H understands that fans want to see good wrestling. That's the one thing he's better.
It's more than that though. Triple H do know how to build storylines. He knows how to build characters. Like I said from before, you disagreed with me too, Tove. You just gotta give him a chance. People gotta wait. It's not gonna happen overnight.
I already gave him a chance, bro. He already proved in NXT he can't do it. I already told you that.
Oh, come on. He made mad stars in NXT.
We already talked about this. He didn't make stars in NXT. All he did was he just poached people from other companies. He didn't make any new original stars. He gave up. That's why Vince blew it up and turned it to whatever the fuck 2.0 was.
Okay. So you don't think Adam Cole was a bigger star when
because he was already a star.
He made him a bigger star. He made Adam Cole a bigger star.
I'm talking about making people from scratch that no one's ever heard of.
Tove got a point with that.
They had one, but we can't mention his name. Shit.
Oh, I'm not saying he didn't try. They did try. There was a few. It's just a few that they tried with. It didn't work out.
Damn, Nate. What the fuck? Yo, Nate, stop using a motherfucking paper cup with string.
Right. Triple H tried, he tried with Enzo and Cass.
Let me make sure. Yo, Nate, you good, my guy?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I got the new web browser, that DuckDuckGo. I don't know why it kicks me out, so I had to go back to Chrome.
DuckDuckGo? What the fuck is that? I never heard of that
it's a privacy thing, so they don't track your cookies and websites. It's a privacy web browser.
You said DuckDuckGo.
That's new to
me.
DuckDuckGo. It's like a new Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, you get fortune cookies on your first purchase. Yeah.
Shrimp fried rice?
Low fried rice, lo mein.
Shrimp fried rice, you crackhead?
Yeah. Love the racism. Yeah.
I wanted to say something about Triple H. You said you want to push the PG product. They might as well get rid of Extreme Rules, Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, because if you're not gonna have any blood in these matches, fuck it. It's pointless. There you go.
Also, real shit, they do need to get rid of Extreme Rules and put King of the Ring there or something.
Yeah, exactly. I missed that. He's loves King of the Ring.
Like,
but yes, Triple H did try. I don't want to say he didn't try. Like there were people there, like Enzo and Cass. I think they were probably the most over NXT act ever. It just didn't work out on the main roster. He tried with the Wyatt family. He tried with the Velveteen Dream. Dream was a success, and till he fucked up in real life. But by and large,
let's rewind it real quick. Let's rewind this, right? Speaking of Enzo and Cass, I think it's a mixture of both. Especially when it comes to Enzo, I think motherfuckers just hated him, his charisma, and they wanted him out because he was, basically outshining a lot of motherfuckers around that time.
Was just worthless.
And yeah, he could have been a pain in the ass backstage. He definitely could have been a pain in the ass.
And Big Cass was worthless
Big Cass, Big Cass is doing the most too. Yeah, maybe he was stalking Carmella, threatening to beat people up over her. And I think that was their ultimate downfall as a collective unit. That was their downfall because they was doing. I also think that they really could have been a new version of the New Age Outlaws.
I guess.
Yeah, well, they already were.
Yeah. I guess Carmella got some serious thunder or something.
Hey, Chris.
You see Corey Graves left his family for that bitch.
Man,
Corey Graves is like, what that?
He's such a simp.
Who's that guy?
Like, fuck that shit. That bitch got the snap back.
Who's that guy in TNA that squirted like lotion all over him in a segment?
Oh, that's Orlando Jordan.
That was Orlando Jordan. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm thinking like Gold Dreams like is 2.0.
Don't ever eat lunch watching that segment. It's gonna make you want to That shit was gross.
Hey, wasn't he in that Orlando Jordan? Was he in that skit? Remember that woman got like slapped? It was so fake.
Oh yeah, that was him. Yeah. That was him.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's the cheesiest fucking slap ever.
Is that noise for you, R?
The safe? Is it the safe? You know what this means, Nate? He's in the hot pocket safe. He wants pockets.
Hot pockets.
All the hot pockets in the safe.
They're in your grocer's freezer at your local Stop and Shop, and
you know that George the
hot pockets. Cut the hot pockets. I'm playing. Cut the check.
Hey, if Snuggles can get paid by WWE, we can get paid by Hot Pockets.
Dead ass. Hey. Shots go out to Snugs, like I said, he said he had to work a double, so he might be listening, you know what I'm saying? But he had to work a double, so this show was dedicated to Snugs. He can't make it to the show tonight, He out there trying to stalk Charlotte Flair in front of the stairs.
Oh my gosh, my butt cheeks.
Who watched Halloween Kills? Anybody see that?
Nah. I've never really been a Michael Myers type of guy.
Save your money. Just save your money.
I heard mixed reviews about Halloween Kills.
You ain't gotta do that. You just if you have Amazon Prime, it's on there.
What's Amazon Prime?
Peacock. It's on Peacock.
Yeah, me and my lady, we might watch it tonight or something.
I watched Halloween. I sent Nate a DM earlier. I watched Halloween Kills last year. I'm not super into Halloween or horror.
You say you watched it last year? It's that
Halloween
old.
Halloween ends. I mean,
Halloween.
Halloween. Halloween ends. Okay.
My bad. Halloween ends.
Okay.
I was to say, damn, they re-released it.
It's on Peacock, and you know how I feel about Peacock, R.
Halloween ends is pretty bad.
You love your Peacock.
Yeah, just pull out your phone. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Y'all, I'm good, right? Y'all can still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
All right, cool. So Raheem, who said he working a double, I know who to ask for money. Yeah. This dude Snugs love giving out money. Go ask him. So I got a couple of questions laid out. Do y'all think they're gonna fire CM Punk?
He's already
Given
gone.
the fact that they got rid of Ace Steel, we all knew Ace Steel was going to be up out of here. That was a no-brainer.
Well, apparently CM Punk is negotiating his own buyout now.
Yeah. Yep. This is the only thing is the no compete clause. That's about it.
So it's official then.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Remember,
I don't know why. I don't know why I released him. He can't wrestle for 6-7 months anyways.
Yeah, why? The thing is, like, no compete shit. Like, really?
Well,
yo, and this is why motherfuckers be thinking Tony Khan is retarded. Like, my dude, a no compete clause for what? What is he gonna do? You are so focused on WWE. That is his problem. He's obsessed.
Because he doesn't
let
have
it go.
Power. Yeah, he wants to prove to the world that we are better than WWE. And here's the thing. You don't go against WWE. When they took down a powerhouse like WCW, just leave them alone. Leave them alone. Your money's not long enough. Your production is not long enough. Like I
said, WWE's been around for like 60 years. You can't compete with that.
AEW don't even have legends. By the time they finally get some legends, we'll probably be dead.
Yeah.
Exactly. We definitely won't see AEW in 60 years. As if they even make it to 60 years.
I don't know, man. TNA made it to 20 years, so anything's
possible. They're the cockroach company.
But here's the thing about TNA. Say what you want about them. They had the right person running the show, even though his politics was somewhat suspect. But Jeff Jarrett knew how to run a show. He was taught how to run a promotion. Tony Khan is just playing a fanboy, and even if you are competitive with another company, as a big promoter, you didn't talk shit about another company. You didn't mention another company. Ted Turner didn't really throw.
I can't say that. I can't say that because that was how it was back in the 90s, man. WWF and WCW threw shade all the time. There's nothing wrong with doing that.
Yeah, but they did shade. They did shade in a tasteful way. They was like, look, like how they did it. It's like, all right, we're gonna do a show, and we're gonna bring heat to another company, but we want you guys to tune in to watch our product. Tony Khan is he's on Twitter just saying dumb shit. Like,
no, he does that too, Scott. They does say I want you to tune in to Rampage.
They both do it. WWE.
Yeah, here's the difference, right?
They're just passive aggressive about it.
Yeah, here's the difference. I would say, right? Everything is like, he's trying to compete with WWE, and it's not necessary. That's why they don't have an identity. Their identity right now is with anti-WWE. And that's the wrong type of lane to be in because you're not going to win. Because at the end of the day, 90% of your roster wants to go to WWE, especially now.
See, where I disagree with y'all is that I think WWE does more to fuck with them than the other way around. WWE is just passive aggressive about it.
You're right. They do. From before, they definitely was doing that.
Like one thing TK has not done, and he's kept his word when AEW first started, right? Because before AEW existed,
come on, man. That's not a draw. He's not. He don't want to be the evil.
Let me click on this. Before AEW existed, right? Before AEW existed, whatever city WrestleMania was in, all the indies would go to the same city, because, all the indie shows would be there, to kind of, be a parasite off of the excitement of WrestleMania, right? But when AEW first became a thing, one of the things they asked TK is like, are you guys going to do a show the same week as like a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam? And TK said no. And that's something that he's kept his word on. Every Mania, every SummerSlam, there is no big AEW thing. When AEW does their own pay-per-views, it's not when WWE's doing things. However, when AEW has their big shows, WWE always has something. They have like an NXT thing. They have like, for instance, like this year when they did All Out, because All Out is their WrestleMania. Like the day before All Out was the big UK show, Clash of the Castle. And that wasn't scheduled to be on a Saturday. They moved it to that day specifically to fuck with AEW. Or when they did that NXT thing, like when they announced that NXT UK was dead and that they were going to repackage it as NXT Europe. I don't know the specifics of that, but all I know about this NXT Europe
they definitely was maneuvering and try to counter produce against
WWE
AEW.
does that all the time. They do it all, even when they
that's
first
when they
started.
fell into the bullshit.
Right.
That's when AEW fell into the bullshit and was like, you know what, we're gonna go tit for tat for them.
Oh yeah.
Go tit for tat with them.
Yeah, WWE does it all the time. They're just passive aggressive about it. They're just not on Twitter about it. They're passive aggressive.
Right.
If AEW gets it,
and they did AEW don't mind to call motherfuckers out like even Tony Khan said, like, oh, watch this week's Dynamite. It's gonna be better than Monday Night Raw or whatever.
Man.
You know, he would say some slick shit like that.
Man, look here. Tony Khan just need to go home, wiggle his toes, drink some Hennessy, and call it a day, man.
Snort coke.
Yeah. Tony Khan does seem like a Hennessy type of guy. But anyways, this dude Lowry said, "Who the hell is going to buy CM Punk's contract? WWE won't touch him, and Triple H will welcome him back with open arms and an ice cream ball." He's right. Like, I think Punk. I know Punk is kicking himself in the ass. Yeah, like, you may get a lot of money out this shit, but my dude, you cooked yourself
over. Yeah, because look, you'll get a lot of money, but we all know if you don't do nothing with that money, it's going to dry up.
Remember, Mox said that in the promo. I don't know if that was a shoot or not. Remember, like, before they had their match, Mox was like, we both know you're only here because you ran out of money. but I don't know if that was a shoot or not, because it's hard to tell.
It had to be, if Punk was out of money, he a damn fool. Because remember, he was also doing side projects. You know what I mean? When he wasn't in wrestling or whatever, he was doing comics,
comic book, some movies.
Yeah, but he was doing indie movies.
But that movie's not like big money, like how WWE makes it. WWE does not do salary; they also do pay-per-view time, freaking merchandise sales. So when you see these wrestlers that say like Kofi Kingston for one match, he gets paid he gets paid $400,000. He's getting paid $400,000 plus whatever the merchandise that the New Day's about to sell. So I could see CM Punk blowing his money, and plus he got a wife. You know she gonna blow that money too.
What the hell?
Yo, my cat, I'm about to headlock him.
No, leave the cat alone.
Yo, Smokey be doing the most. Like, he keep pushing my door open. Like, that's what he does. Yo, Smokey is bad. I keep closing my door. He'll come out of nowhere and just push it open.
Is he a fat cat?
Nah, he's lean. He's just tall as a motherfucker.
Oh, you couldn't get $5 a pound at a Chinese restaurant with him. Forget it.
Shit. They better not cook my cat. I kick their ass.
Oh, did anybody see how horrible Damage Control looked in front of Bianca Belair?
Bianca Belair, she's
on Monday Night Raw.
She annihilated them. Bianca Belair annihilated Damage Control. It's a wrap.
And this is the same person that you think is a good wrestler.
They couldn't control
I told you Dakota Kai is trash.
No, man.
She's not, though. She's not trash.
They're just not a good group. I already said this before. Just because you get 3 good wrestlers, if they don't have any chemistry, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
All 3 of them are singles wrestlers. They don't fit in a tag team or a group. It's an idea that looked good on paper, but it's just not working. But nobody's saying shit. No one's attacking them because Dakota got fired and they had nothing for Dakota. Dakota got fired and they had nothing for Io because Vince McMahon saw a dark match in Io and was like, I don't like you, and just sent her back to NXT. So Triple H did the right thing by hiring Dakota back and promoting EO to the main roster, but it's not working. It's just as bad as some of the shit you see, like in Impact or AEW, but nobody's throwing Triple H that shade because Triple H can do no wrong. It's like, no, bro, it's not good. Just call it out.
Marcus said what's up with us.
Vince don't like EO because she's not thick like Oscar.
It looked good on paper.
Marcus said what's up with us. Y'all see the comment?
Yeah, what's up, Marcus?
Yeah. Oh, did any of y'all see that match with Rhea Ripley on NXT?
No, I don't watch NXT.
It looked good on paper, and then Riddle rolled it up and smoked it.
Let's just say that Rhea's been receiving some back shots because them cheeks were juicy.
Oh, anybody see that clip of Bailey playing cornhole the other day? Holy shit!
What the fuck is that?
Cornhole, beanbag toss through the little hole. It's a stupid name.
New Yorkers don't know about cornhole.
Cornhole sounds like a sex thing.
All it is 2 plywood of wood with holes in them, and your job is to throw sandbags in it.
You get points. You get
anyways, yo, Marcus, what's going on, my dude? Thanks for you to join us. This dude, Raheem was asking, we were saying we'll be killing them wrestlers paying yeah, B, because just for the simple fact that they get paid with money, or they get they get do they get paid with raw cash, or do they get wired money? This is the question.
They get wired paychecks, man. They
get checks, but they got to pay with their taxes wherever they live. So income tax. A lot of them live in Florida because there's no state income tax. And shit.
Man, I'm going through that bullshit as is. Like, I would have to pay for my damn state. Pay like 2 checks to the damn state every year.
Yeah, crazy.
It's not too bad, but it still sucks. Like, cause from in New York is different than being in you already know the vibes. Scott.
Oh, New York, they just take care of it. They just take it all. Like, look here.
These motherfuckers want you to put look, B, you owe us 2 checks.
You gotta fill out a 1090 and report. 1090. Yeah.
Don't be in because it's like if you in two different cities or whatever, or not two different cities, 2 different states. Excuse me. So like if you work in Kansas, or you live in Kansas and you work in Missouri. Oh God, they gonna hit your pockets crazy.
They take your cash and leave you with ramen noodles and a juice box.
My disability in the military still states a Florida address, so I ain't got to pay taxes.
That's good. That's smart right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch out for the IRS coming. Erwin R. Scheister might see you.
He was like, did we know Seth Rollins had done a successful Phoenix Splash since 2017 at WrestleMania 32 against Triple H? In fact, he was more athletic in 2015. He's scared not to do more, bro.
Well, have a really good photographic
he's
memory,
an older guy now. He can't be doing shit like that nowadays.
After he tore his ACL, he said that's it.
Yeah, he can't be doing Phoenix Splashes. He got a daughter to think about.
Dude, he already got a dangerous move right now.
Who cares? That's 2000
from the top rope.
I'm just mad at the photographic memory. That's a specific comment.
Well, he was like, I remember 2015. 2015, March 16th,
255.
Now, he got rid of the blonde streak because people kept talking about, was he a Nazi? What was the worst? Nazi. That chick he was dating. Yeah.
The chick. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh shit.
Yeah, he was dating some chick. He was dating some chick that was like a Nazi sympathizer, and I remember they broke up, and that's when he had the blonde streak. So yeah, it was like the early days of Twitter.
Fuck, I remember that.
Well, he did live in Davenport, Iowa, which you
and let's really be real, like my dude. How long he was with her?
I have no idea.
You didn't know that about her all that time? That's what I'm saying. Like, how you didn't know that your chick wanted to suck Hitler's cock?
Oh my god! And what is he talking? Who gives a shit? He hasn't done a good move in 2017. Cena hasn't done a wrestling move since 2003, probably. Fuck him.
Hey, this is a new listener. Be nice. Be nice.
Springboard stunner.
Hold on,
That's
guys.
all I gotta say about Cena. Springboard stunner. Look that
I'm
up.
about to have my moment because I gotta get on YouTube and look up Shotzi Blackhawk's fine ass. Ooh, Jesus. Shotzi's so damn cute.
Yo, they squandered the ball on her. Like,
I don't care. She just look good, man. That's all I care.
Well, nigga, chip in for that OnlyFans.
Nah, fuck that.
Don't all them divas got OnlyFans?
Make me want to rub her butt cheeks with Alpha Reddit Bacher. Country.
I'm done. I'm done. The fuck?
Oh, I meant to ask you something. Why you had me get on them show with them two freaky sisters on there?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who are you guys talking about?
What's her name again? Faye. Damn.
Man.
From the women's. Shots go out to the women's wrestling podcast. Women's talk. I forgot their name. I'm mad. I forgot their name.
She don't really like the black men though. She only mentioned Carmelo Hayes, and that was it. Oh. They were off the chain talking about.
Yo, Raheem flaming you, yo.
Who, me?
He said,
man, get this horny man off the panel.
Friday Night Heat, right here. Friday Night Heat.
Friday. He said he fucking with you though.
Yeah.
But you know, when it comes to jokes, there's a little truth in jokes.
No, Shotzi's a gorgeous woman. It's just
Marcus Brown said
she's got way too many tattoos for me. That shit's tacky.
Liv Morgan, current dark character, make her look more of a snack, bro. And Bianca Belair and Melina. Fucking
I don't mention.
I didn't want to talk about Liv Morgan. Like, why they gotta have her on this psychotic type shit? Like, it's really not necessary.
Exactly.
You know,
it makes up
why every time a chick turn heel, that's like their go-to. They did
I
it
don't
with
care
Mickey
about
James.
that. I don't care
about that. They even did that shit with what's that bitch name again? Fox. What's her name again? Alicia Fox. When she turned heel, she turned into the crazy girl.
I don't care about all that, bro. The issue I have is that when they do the crazy shit, WWE never goes all the way with it because it's a PG company. That's my problem. And they only do that's the thing too. They only do it with the girls. Whenever a guy is portraying a psycho character, they'll give the guy the freedom to express, oh yeah, he's crazy. Something's wrong with him. But they never do it with the chicks. It's like if you're not gonna go all the way with it, then why even bother? They did this shit before with Liv.
It seemed like the only crazy chick gimmick that worked.
Lesbian, yeah.
Yeah, they teased she was a lesbian. It just went nowhere. Like they never did. It's like they don't have the balls to do crazy girls in WWE because they think it's gonna piss off their sponsors or something. So it's like I don't care.
Well, the only two crazy girls that worked was Victoria and Mickey James, and that was it.
That's because they weren't PG back then. They didn't have the sponsors to worry about. They can't do that shit anymore.
You know what pops in my head every time I hear that word lesbian? I think of Slapshot with Paul Newman. She's a lesbian, a lesbian.
Right. The last real edgy shit they did in the women's division, they had to kill off because people thought it was offensive. That was back in this tells you how long it's been. It was when Late Cool was calling Mickey James Piggy James, and that pissed off some sponsors, and so they had to kill it off.
No, I remember that shit. What are you talking about, Piggy James? Like, she's not fat at all.
Right, and they killed that off.
Michelle McCool.
She just has some thick ass thighs.
He just
killed that off. And then the second time they tried to do something, this was a couple of years ago. This was like back when like Paige and Charlotte had only been on the main roster for not long. Do you remember like a segment they did where Paige mentioned Charlotte's dead brother for Heat? Yeah. And then everybody got offended, and they were just like, "Oh, you can't do that anymore." So it's like Ric
Flair got offended because he didn't know about it. You didn't
you
know
don't say no
say
shit
that.
like that. You don't leave dead people out of it. Leave the family out.
Charlotte gave the okay to it. So.
Yeah, it's cheap heat. That's all it is. It's cheap heat. But nobody told Rick about it. He was fucking crying. He was upset.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like them when I don't like when Randy
Ray
Orton said Eddie Guerrero is dead. I'm like, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah,
you out of line.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind Ray.
Like, you think Eddie's in heaven, but he's in hell.
No, see, this is where it got cringe for me. I didn't mind Ray winning the Rumble for Eddie, and that where they lost me was like when Ray was getting beat up in matches. Ray was like screaming, "Eddie, Eddie!" Like it was like what? That was when they.
That's
lost
a funny thing because it's like, okay, what's the end game of that? Is Eddie supposed to come from the grave and come save him or something? Like, what's the end game of him doing that?
Well, honestly, I wouldn't question it because Mexicans are really religious. So, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? What do you mean? Who knows? So you really thought Eddie Guerrero was going to come out the grave to come save him then?
No, but they don't. They don't.
It's a work.
Mexican Latinos are on a different.
What the fuck? In my head, yo, what?
Latinos are on a different spiritual thing than us. You know, just like how.
But did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I asked? Did you hear what I said? Though I was like, how was that gonna? Yeah, like how was that gonna? Benefit Eddie. I mean, how's that going to benefit Ray?
Maybe that was his.
What's the end game of that? Him screaming out for Ray, for Eddie Guerrero, Eddie Mysterio. Might as well be Eddie Mysterio. You know what I mean?
Maybe that was his way for coping with it, man. I don't know, but
I'm glad you brought that up, Lowry. I thought that same thing at first too. Rey Mysterio going to SmackDown was a Trump move, but you know what I mean. I dug deeper and thought, like, you know what? Only end game out of this is for him and Dominic to end up fighting at WrestleMania. That got to be the only end game.
They will,
because they're gonna keep bumping into each other on Raw. And this dude, Rey Mysterio, hasn't laid a hand on Dominic yet.
He's going to throw his ass at the Royal Rumble, I'm calling it. One of them's going to throw each other over the fucking...
Right, exactly, right. And that's going to set up the match for WrestleMania. That's the only way I see the reason. Or, I'll even go a step further. I will have this dude, Rey Mysterio, about to beat Gunther, and then Dominic comes and costs him the match.
Y'all know what the story is, right?
Talk to us.
What's the story?
It's just Bret Owen. That's it.
Yeah,
it is, but still, it works. It's still intriguing.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is Bret Owen. Except now you have, the brand split's not really a thing anymore, but they have to milk it. Because that was the same story. Because Bret was like, I will not fight my brother. And they milked that story for as long as they could. So they can't milk the story anymore on Raw. You can't have Ray not hitting Dominic for like 5 more months. Like, it's a long time away from Mania. So that's why he's on SmackDown, to kill time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only end game I see out of this dude, Rey Mysterio, going to SmackDown. And, that's Rey Mysterio's home. SmackDown is his home, so maybe he can look more legit over there in the meantime. So that'll get Dominic even more over when he beats him at WrestleMania. Because Dominic must win at WrestleMania. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If he loses at WrestleMania to Rey Mysterio, he might as well just hang it up.
Yeah.
Because all that would be for nothing. And he can never recover from that. He has to win at WrestleMania. Period.
He's going to take a DNA test to see who his daddy is. And then Dominic's going to say, where the fuck is Vicky?
Yo, Vicky might as well show up. What is her contract over in AEW? You look that up real quick. What is Vicky? Because she would be a good piece of the puzzle in the road to WrestleMania.
They probably just pair with tacos and beer for base.
Damn, my dude.
Honestly,
you ain't shit.
or if you think about it, wouldn't that be perfect? Vicky Guerrero managing Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Well, the stuff
No.
with Jade and Nyla still going on, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vicky was
like
on
why
TV
would
last
you?
week.
So would you gonna have Vicky Guerrero turn on Nyla Rose to just join Jade Cargill?
Yes,
I don't
somebody
know.
need. We need to
All
get
I know,
Nyla Rose
I
on
just want to
TV.
answer Scott's question because
No,
Vicky was on
no.
TV
That's what I'm
last
saying.
week.
That's why I'm asking Scott because he
I
said
just,
that
I just think that Jade needs a better mouthpiece, and Vicky is amazing on the mic.
amazing. I guess if you
Yeah,
think so. I want to know.
no,
I won't say amazing.
she was dope in WWE,
She was
especially
okay.
She drew heat.
when she handled Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, that shit was
Oh,
funny.
that's nice. Willow was all elite. That's cool. I like Willow.
Willow.
Oh, or I just thought of something.
I thought Rebecca said he wasn't coming back. I thought Rebecca was like, "Yo, this dude is doing good. He ain't coming back to AEW." So now he's back.
Yo,
I
you
should
know how
know better.
you want to know how you make WWE more edgy? Let Mustafa Ali lose a couple of matches.
Hey, it's Mustafa. It's Mustafa.
Okay, whatever. Mustafa Ali lose a couple of matches. He snaps and he comes out with Muhammad Hassan's entrance music.
Oh man, if that theme plays, I'm running.
I'm standing up. I'm clapping. I will become a serious Mustafa Ali fan after
You'll
that.
see a fucking smoky white van coming down the road. I'm running, fucking.
But the last show we was talking about Mustafa, and we was talking about him being a former cop, whatever, detective of Chicago. I was saying that he should play like a New York undercover type role. Yeah, it's something different.
No, let him become Mustafa Ali.
No, come on. That's how much times we seen that. We seen. You're not from this country, then you're a villain.
Oh, there's Vicky right there. She's on TV with
I'm
Nyla.
sorry. That's the best gimmick for him to have.
God. Like that shit doesn't last long. Okay, like look at this dude. What that dude name was again? That fake T-Hawk looking dude that was around. That Seahawk looking dude, that Seahawk Indian looking dude.
Oh, the
What,
new guy?
Tatanka?
Nah, the dude that they just sent back to NXT.
Oh, the new guy. Yeah, the one that.
What's his name again?
Oh shit.
Veer
Mahan, yeah.
That Seahawk looking motherfucker. Look what happened with him. Because he wanted to be a bad guy, or they had him as a bad guy. He didn't even last long. And I was saying with him, he should have been a fucking face. He should have been a monster face.
I think that was Triple H being petty. That's why he disappeared.
I saw him last week at 7-Eleven. He was working there.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Marcus Brown was saying that, do y'all think if Roman Reigns turned heel into the tribal chief after he beat The Undertaker, oh god. Yo, you sure you not this dude? This sounds like some snug shit right here.
Yeah, what kind of name is Marcus Brown? That's a basketball player from the Celtics. He ain't fucking. They got a game right now.
Anyway, do y'all think if Roman Reigns turned heel into the tribal chief after he beat Undertaker, he would be the biggest face right now, or a badass face?
I don't know. I don't know about a badass face, but he should have turned that.
No, he didn't have the physique either. He was a little too small. When he came back right. Roman Reigns gained some weight. He got ripped. Roman Reigns didn't look intimidating when he was wrestling The Undertaker.
That's actually not a bad question, though. Not a bad question.
I don't know about a badass face, but he should have changed the character right there, because that was one of the more memorable segments in the modern era of WWE, where he was trying to talk and the fans were just chanting everything at him. They were even chanting "Shut the fuck up," and all he said was, "It's my yard now." Like, that was like the most passive aggressive heel thing anybody should have said. He should have just disappeared off TV, and then he should have come back as something different. But they just kept doing the same shit.
You know what? You right with the when you said he should have just left TV for like a couple of weeks, and then have him cut that infamous promo the 2 weeks later on Raw, when he just stood there and just soaked in all the boos and just said, "It's my yard now." When he did that, that was gold.
Right.
But he just did it way too soon.
I think to be a great face, you got to be a great heel first. And they were
that's what I said.
Right. And Vince was just obsessed with proving, like, Vince was petty towards the end because Vince just had like it's the people that are wrong. I'm right. And he just, like, it doesn't matter now. Like, Roman's fine, but like he would be a much bigger star if he had just turned him like 5 years ago. But, he refused to do it. So
actually, I think Reigns would have been a bigger star if he would have came back and there was a crowd when he fucking turned.
I mean, if you really want to be technical about it, he should have been the one that turned on Shield, not Seth. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, yeah, but I guess it still worked.
Yeah, it still worked. It's just if you just want to be technical, it should have been Roman or it should have been Mox. Should have been one of those two.
Y'all know how I feel about the Shield. I think, I'm standing on that. I'm standing on that mountaintop. I think the Shield is the best stable nowadays. Period. Ain't no stable better than the Shield nowadays. They're the modern day. I won't say the Four Horsemen, but they're up there. They're the only group that's been very successful in other federations and other promotions. No other stable was successful in other promotions at the same time.
But what about the Jericho Appreciation Society?
Oh, Bullet Club, yeah, there you go.
Yo, you stupid, the Jericho.
I'm sorry.
Number 2, number 1.
Roman Reigns. Yo, Jericho would.
All right, you got that, Bullet Club. But
fireball in
you know what? Nah, fuck that. Hold on. Nah. I wouldn't even say fuck that. I'll fuck with Bullet Club and all, but fuck that. You know why? Because Bullet Club
had more success.
No, there wasn't an original idea. Bullet Club wasn't
the Shield
an original.
Wasn't either. The Shield wasn't an original idea.
Why not?
Every faction that ever exists is just a ripoff of the Horsemen. If you really want to be technical about it,
how was the Shield a ripoff of anything? Like,
because every faction is compared to the Four Horsemen.
So all right, so what faction is similar to the
No. I said every faction that ever exists is compared to the Four Horsemen because that's how iconic the Four Horsemen are. You got the Enforcer, you got the leader of the next generation, you got the current leader, you got the mouthpiece and the manager. Every faction that's ever been good at any point has been compared to the Horsemen. The NWO, DX, whatever, all of them. So that's just how I look at it.
Well, my feelings NWO is number one.
Deadly Alliance?
Yeah.
But if you think the Shield was the best WWE faction, that's totally fair. I don't disagree.
Well, I would say this, because I would say, like, all right, when it comes to the wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to Mox or Dean or Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, they've been successful. You know what I'm saying? Collectively, they're all known as all three of them. They're known as main eventers. Not a lot of other factions are known to be like that, like a Four Horsemen. Tully Blanchard was no fucking main eventer. Neither was Arn or Ole Anderson. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even taking nothing away from them. They was definitely, needed in the Horsemen. They made the team.
That's why I say if you think the Shield's the best group in WWE history, I don't disagree with you. But if we're just talking like overall, I wouldn't put them number one. They're on top 5 though, most definitely.
I put NWO number 1 because they almost put WWE out of business. So that's my feeling.
Yeah.
To what you're saying about like taking over elsewhere, to me, like modern day, that'll be Bullet Club to me. It's played out now, but their success, cannot be understated because they literally took over the world. Because at some point, even today, at some point, their influence is felt in every single company, regardless of which one you watch. WWE.
Would you say? Okay, I got a question then. Would you say Bullet Club superseded NWO? Is it safe to say that now? Because
on a global
think,
scale,
I think Bullet Club. I think Bullet Club is what NWO was trying to be, because at the end of the day, the only thing the NWO ever did, and I'm a huge NWO guy, but the only thing NWO did is that they took over WCW, and like Nate said, they almost destroyed WWE, right? So the NWO is still the GOAT. But what they were trying to do, like in 97, 98, if you remember, they had guys like Scott Norton and the Great Muta and Masahiro Chono. Like, they were trying to get like an international flavor to it, right? But like it never really blew up. It never, like, they were really just big in America, and that's it. Bullet Club is big everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Because they're in Japan, they're in America, they're in Mexico, they're in the UK. Bullet Club is like what the NWO wanted. Bullet Club is like maybe what would have happened if like WCW never died and if they actually like went international. Because as much as I love WCW, they never did get that international market. That was always WWE's thing. WWE, they were doing UK pay-per-views, South America shows. WCW wasn't really doing that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, modern day wise,
and Finn Balor was really the brainchild of this whole. Finn Balor.
He was, because if you look at it, like Bullet Club always has a leader, but then when the leader leaves, they always get somebody else, and then that new person takes over, and then they leave, and it's like they scatter everywhere. Like Prince Devitt, Finn Balor, he was the leader, then he left and went to NXT, where then and he was front and center when NXT was blowing up. Then AJ Styles was the leader, and he was killing it Ring of Honor, he was killing it New Japan, and that's really when Bullet Club took off. And then he left, went to WWE. First day was in the Royal Rumble, and who was the first person he fought? Roman Reigns, Then after AJ left, Kenny and the Bucks took over, and that's when you saw BTE, and then that led to AEW, and the AEW still here. Then after Kenny left, Jay White took over, and now Jay White's like he's one of the hottest prospects. Like Vince McMahon, Triple H, Tony Khan, they would all kill to sign Jay White, but Jay's going to stay with New Japan and stuff like that. So
hell yeah,
I think So I guess what I'm trying to say about the Bullet Club is like, you have factions in wrestling, right? Where like a leader gets kicked out and, like a new leader comes, like say Nexus, then you got new Nexus and you got the core, right? But a lot of times it's like nothing is ever as good as the original. But with Bullet Club, it's like they're always able to find another person who's just as influential. Like Prince Devitt leaves, like, okay, it won't be as good as Devitt. Then AJ's there. Okay, then AJ leaves. Okay, they won't get anyone as good as AJ. Then Kenny's there. Then Kenny leaves. It's like, okay, they won't get anyone as good as Kenny. Now it's Jay White. It's like, I've never seen a group get so many like top guys as leaders consistently and go elsewhere and be successful.
Yeah, so, doesn't miss a beat. It's good.
Yeah, but it's
you make a real valid point. I love the dissection, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what Vince McMahon's feelings on Bullet Club and all that, right? Nobody gives a shit about King Kong wrestling. Yeah.
But yo, check this question out. I like this question that Marcus Brown asked us. What? I'm gonna let you go, Nate. I'm gonna let you answer this question first. Not Nate. Excuse me. My guy Scott.
Oh shit! I was drooling. Go ahead. What's the question?
Drooling.
What the? I almost fell asleep.
You got Down syndrome over there.
What 3 WWE women could be a female Shield group member within the package? What? Wait, hold on. Wait. My bad about that. What 3 WWE women could be a female Shield group with the whole package of the team? Who y'all got here?
I go with Rhea Ripley, fucking Ronda Rousey, and the other MMA chick, the one they don't, Baszler.
Shayna.
Yeah. That wouldn't be a badass.
I was gonna go with Shayna Baszler. Oh fuck, what's that hot ass woman? God damn.
Wait a second.
Nikita Lyons.
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans. I guess because of the whole Sonya Blade shit. I can see that.
Yeah, man.
Have her like the leader or something.
I'm sorry.
I can see that.
Any female that served in the Marine Corps can watch my back any day.
All right, that's fair.
And one more. Gotta pick someone different. You know what? Ronda Rousey.
Oh, that was a cop out.
To answer,
I mean,
you was
there ain't
doing
nobody
good. Then you
else.
said Ronda Rousey. Come on,
well,
you gotta
to
do better than
nobody
that.
else.
to answer, because this person Marcus is asking basically for a female Shield group. Well, I'm going to try to make this as similar to the Shield as possible. To the
Right.
vast majority of main roster fans, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns were unknowns. Most casual fans did not know who they were when they
Right.
first showed up at Survivor Series. So
Talk your shit.
I'm going to do something similar and take 3 unknowns or similar to make it work. Dean Ambrose was the crazy one. I'm going to take Nikki Cross because Nikki Cross, NXT Nikki Cross, that we never saw on the main roster. She plays the crazy one, just as she also does crazy bumps. The superhero Nikki shit doesn't work. I think the NXT version of Nikki Cross could be very successful. When I see chicks like Liv Morgan trying to be crazy, I can just tell they're acting. I can tell that's not who she really is. She's just doing that to market herself. But with Nikki Cross, she really does feel like she's that way. So I would have Nikki Cross be one. I'll take the idea that I think Scott said, we had the muscle. Roman Reigns was the muscle, the one that cleaned up. I think Shayna Baszler could be the muscle of the group. She's the one you don't fuck with. She hasn't really been given a fair shot at all on the main roster, and she's been on the main roster like since 2020, so it's been like 3 years now. But the group also needs a Seth Rollins, the architect, the one that kind of pulls the strings. I don't know who could be a third person. I'm guessing some chick from NXT because I don't watch NXT. I'll let you guys pick the third person. But I think Nikki
but whose
Cross,
side is he on or her on?
Right. Yeah. I would go Nikki Cross, Shayna Baszler, and you can pick the third person. I think the third person is probably somebody on NXT. I don't think it's anyone on the main roster because all the other girls currently in the main roster, they're too established doing other stuff. So I'll let y'all pick the third person. I don't know who that could be.
Well, I was saying this. My first picks was I would have this bitch. What the fuck? Bailey as the leader. I have Bailey as the leader. For the muscle, you have Raquel Rodriguez. That's her last name, right? She keeps switching up her last name. That's her last name, right?
Her last name is Gonzalez, but they call her
Velez, whatever. And for the last pick, I was saying, go figure. I was gonna say Mandy Rose.
No, I thought of a good third person, Kiera Hogan, because then the announcer can say Hogan's in the building. Yeah, but whose side is she on?
Yo, that was silly. You stupid.
I'm just picturing her coming to the ring.
That should have buried her. People think that's Hulk Hogan, and then he look at this little short slut. Like, oh no.
But what's
I'm just playing. She's not a slut. I'm just playing around.
On my deathbed, that's what I'm
nice
going to be seeing. I'm going to see Hogan coming down the ring at Bash at the Beach with the cop smiling and the guy in the white shirt, the ECW shirt. That's going to be on my deathbed.
Hogan got to be her manager at least one time.
But
Hogan is coming to the ring with Hogan.
Tony Schiavone sold that NWO. Oh my God, he attacked. Say they so. I was like, whoa, Tony Schiavone, calm down. I mean, we were all shocked, but goddamn.
Hulk Hogan, you can go straight to hell. You can go to hell, straight to hell.
Who's bad now, boys?
Who's bad now, boys?
Now you could tell that promo was kind of Hogan still didn't feel natural yet. Yeah.
Hey, do y'all know about the limo story?
Which one?
Which one?
When Hogan turned heel, he told Bischoff to have the limo ready because he was afraid of a riot. When he came out, you can see he was nervous.
Right.
I never heard about that. Oh wow.
Yeah, he had the limo.
You got to understand, those were Southern wrestling fans too.
Yeah, Nate and I, we've analyzed that whole fucking segment down to a science. When Hogan came out, pay attention to the cop to the right. There was a bunch of cops. One of the cops was smiling, so he knew what was up when Hogan came out. And then there's a dude in the front row with an EC. It's a white shirt.
A white T-shirt, ECW shirt.
ECW.
He's
he
like
was
laughing.
the only
Like,
one
yeah,
that was
yeah.
smiling when he saw Hogan, so he knew
Yeah.
the deal. He knew
He
what
knew
was
the deal.
about
He
to
knew what was
happen.
up.
He knew what was up. And
So this
Hall
dude,
and Nash,
Ash?
Hall and Nash, they left the ring when Hogan got in
Yeah,
because
because they
Randy
didn't
wanted
know.
to finish. They
Yeah.
didn't know. So then after Hogan gave Randy the leg drop,
Giving the thumbs
he
up.
looks at Hall and he gives him the thumbs up, and then
Thumbs up.
Hall and Nash get on the apron. So they didn't know what was going on either. They just went with it.
I love when he stomped that fat ass on the ground. That fan and tried to get into
Right.
the ring and stomp the shit
Right.
out
So
of him.
that's
was
like
great.
the best segment in wrestling history because the whole thing was like fucking improv. Nobody knew the fucking finish.
No one knew what was going on. And Eric and kudos to Eric Bischoff for keeping it a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said he's like, look, if Hogan didn't take it, we already had Plan B, which was going to be Sting, and I don't think that would have worked.
No, it should have been Luger. Luger was the original outsider.
That's why they took out
Luger.
That's why they took out Luger because you remember they stretched him out, so they were going to do the whole he came back out to save the day, just to turn. That was like the first plan, and then Sting was Plan B, and
Plan
Hogan
B.
was Plan C. I heard they even contacted Brett, but Brett didn't take the deal. So,
oh wow,
but Hogan that rejuvenated his career. He needed that.
Yeah, he definitely did. He definitely did.
I still laugh with Dusty with the Horseman at the fucking parking lot. Make it good before they hit him in the arm.
Yeah, you say bringing that shit up.
I love that.
This dude, I want to answer this dude Marcus Brown question. Hey, Marcus Brown, you don't have to keep putting at Illa or the Sandman. Like, it's not. This is right.
You know it's you, Snuggles, Marcus Brown.
You don't have to do all that extra stuff. Just put the question there.
Did you get a double tonight, Marcus Brown? The Celtics win.
Apparently, Marcus, Randy's whatever's going on with his back is pretty bad, and that's why it's taking him so long. And that's what's concerning about that is his finish, the RKO involves falling on his back. So I think
that's why he asked that. I think that's why
like a vertebrae issue
doing the punt kick. But with the punt kick, that's not safe either.
Right. Randy Orton is 44 years old.
Yeah, man. Like, man, look. He
and
might
the Dodgers
be taking a new special move. You know what's the crazy thing? Most of his signature moves, he uses his back.
Yeah.
Pause.
Especially with his wife.
I remember when Fandango debuted.
5,000 RKOs in his life.
I remember when Fandango debuted and his finish was the guillotine leg drop. And Scott Hall was like, "Yo, that's a good finish, but like, if you keep doing that, you're gonna need like hip surgery." And Fandango listened, he stopped doing the move. So,
man, like it's crazy. Cause I used to make fun of wrestlers bumming out of their own moves. Because I was a younger kid, I ain't know better. Like, I used to always make fun of Chris Benoit. When he used to do the flying headbutt, and he would just be flying around like a fish.
That was just
like, yo, my dude, this dude is a bum. Why you keep doing that move if it hurts him? He's a fucking idiot.
Because he was a fucking Dynamite Kid fan. That's why.
The one headbutt.
He saw fluttering like a fish after that move.
Yeah, the one headbutt where you could really see he was hurting was in the first Money in the Bank. I forgot who he did it on. I think it was Kane. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hit it on Kane like on top of a ladder. You could really see he was hurting. So,
no, the fucking last one he did Elijah Burke. That probably gave him the concussion that killed his wife and kid right before.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Man, like, let's really be real. He did that because, man, look, y'all see, go watch my fucking video when I spoke about Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. It's right on the channel.
Lovers?
His death took him. No, not Lovers, but his death.
Man, look, look.
That was his birthday.
People thought I was losing my mind. I'm like, nah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know, like, when I saw Dark Side of the Ring, Jericho said that after Eddie's funeral, they had a tour in UK, and according to Jericho, Benoit just went straight on the tour. And Jericho said that, he should have taken a break, take some time off. So imagine you bury your best friend and you just go right back to work. I didn't know he did that. I thought he took a break. So that probably played a part too. He didn't give himself time to breathe.
Because he probably did that just to try to get it off his mind. But that's also unhealthy too.
That was his brother, man.
You go into like a certain type of psychosis.
He had some fucked up CTE. I don't give a shit. That's crazy.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Batista wasn't the same after Eddie Guerrero's death.
Yeah, he wasn't the same either. Yeah. But I'll always say this, and I'll always say this: conspiracy shit aside, memes aside, humor aside, I don't believe that Benoit woke up on that day and said, "Today I'm going to kill my wife, kill my son, and kill myself." I think when he woke up that day, it was no different than any other day, and he just had a really bad day, and that really bad day, some shit went down. Now, because what people don't know is that they actually had a barbecue the day before it happened. You don't have a barbecue if that's a nice family thing to do. You don't cook a barbecue and then kill your wife the next day. I just don't think that.
And maybe if she didn't season the food properly. Yeah, bitch! You didn't season the meat!
Happy birthday, honey. Blow the candles and then murder me tomorrow.
Blow out the candles and I'll blow your brains out, bitch.
I already told Nate what I think happened, and every single one of us here on the round table is going with it. When you come home from work, school, whatever, you get home, the first thing you do is you take off your work clothes, you put on your house clothes. You just want to sit down on the chair, the sofa, whatever, read a newspaper, drink a beer. You just want like your 5-10 minutes of just, peace and quiet before you got to do whatever it is you got to do. The laundry,
cooking. Still read newspapers?
Whatever, man. Yeah. Whatever people got to do. Whatever folks got to do. But at the same time, on every single one of us have experienced this. You come home and it's the wife, the girlfriend, the sister, the mom, the grandmother, the aunt, and they're just in your face the minute you come to the door about shit you got to do, shit you haven't done. Yeah. Just give me 5 minutes, just give me 10 minutes, and they just won't leave you alone.
You just want to breathe.
I think that's what happened. I think Chris came home. I think him and Nancy were obviously having marital issues about something. I think she got in his face, and I just think in that moment he just snapped. That's what I think happened. And before he realized what he did,
woke up and said, "Where's mommy?" He put her back to bed and killed him.
That's what I think.
Yeah, like, come on. That's what I'm saying. Like, get the fuck. We're not even gonna talk. You know what? We're not going there.
Because we're not gonna go there. My dog. You kick my dog, and I'm gonna kick your cat.
Like, get the fuck out of here, B. Like,
I like that.
I don't give a fuck.
Kicked my dog.
I don't give a fuck what kind of day he was having. He did what he did. He's a bitch ass nigga.
Right.
We all have fucking bad days. You're not just gonna one day be like, you know what? I'm having a bad day, and I'm just gonna choke out my whole family and make them suffer. Then after that, put Bibles next to their bodies.
Yeah,
the fuck out of here.
I like that shoot video with New Jack and Iron Sheik talking about the Benoit thing.
Right,
and fucking New Jack wearing an OJ.
You want to sit there and say, "Oh, he had brain this, he had brain that." No, man. Look, there's a lot of motherfuckers that went through that shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers that went through that. You know what I'm saying? Getting hit upside the head. You didn't have one wrestler doing that. Only him. He's the only one that did that.
And the other part too was the beer. When the police went there, there was a bunch. Like, no one ever talks about this. There was alcohol containers all over the house, and all the wrestlers.
He was fucked up.
Right. And all the wrestlers that knew Chris, they all said he wasn't a drinker. He was not a bar guy. He would never go to the bar and drink. He saved his money. Booker said that. Jericho said that. Sharmell said that. John Morrison said that. The Miz said that. Benoit was not a drinker. So the fact that all those alcohol cans, like, something completely out of character happened.
I'm telling you,
it was Eddie Guerrero. That was it. Once he died, it was just a matter of time. It was Eddie Guerrero.
Ticking time bomb.
And it's like they see somebody that doesn't smoke, and all of a sudden
he said
their house,
they said on the dark side of the ring when this dude Eddie died.
That was it.
It's like he hated his family. He was treating his family crazy. They said it on the dark side of the ring that he was having temper tantrums and shit like that towards his family after Eddie died. Like, he wasn't even on that type of time from before.
He wasn't.
I think Nancy Benoit's sister said Benoit had a large heart. He only had a year left to live. He was a ticket.
Yeah, most definitely.
That was
it was
another
going to be
thing,
a tragedy. It was going
Who
to be
was
a
gonna
tragedy.
Who's gonna
regardless.
stab who? You know what Raheem was talking about?
Oh, you talking about the knife? There was a knife that was found underneath the bed, underneath his son's bed. There was a knife there. Yeah.
Jesus.
Get the fuck out of here.
It was
fuck
Chucky.
I don't give a fuck how good of a wrestler you are.
But the stuff that Chavo talked about, I do think that played a part too, because Chavo was saying how, him and Chris would take the same routes to go back to their house because, Chris would let Chavo like spend a night with him. And Chavo was saying they would take the same route, but then all of a sudden Chris would take different routes because he thought he was being followed. I do think in that case, that is where the CTE comes from. He probably did have paranoia and shit like that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm
he had his
it.
brain was like an Alzheimer's patient, was 80-year-old guy or some shit when they did the CT scan. He was fucked up.
But at the same token, all right, don't they always get like medical evaluations? When they go out on.
It doesn't work.
In Connecticut, the two cops that got killed, they said that guy probably has CTE from concussions from football. Aaron Hernandez, same thing, CTE. Another guy that killed his wife in Bristol, CTE, probably from football. It's a fuck up thing, man. CTE.
Once your brain goes, you don't know what you're doing. And I really don't think Chris Benoit knew what the fuck he did.
And if he makes alcohol or whatever the fuck he was taking,
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, all it took was the death of one best friend and CTE, and you got alcohol. And remember, he was on steroids at one point.
And the text messages. Don't forget the text messages that leaked with Nancy.
Yeah, it was like incoherent.
Nancy was texting him, and she was just saying stuff like, we know the WWE wellness policy is a joke, implying that, a lot of stuff was just not thoroughly looked after.
I think he was talking about the text messages when you said the back door is open.
The back door, the dogs are in the back.
I was just saying there were text
that's some creepy shit. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
I was just saying that there were text messages found between Chris and Nancy where Nancy was talking about how, you need to get help. Like she knew that, whether it was the painkiller, the steroids, and she was alluding that WWE wellness policy was not taken seriously, which it was not at the time.
Never was.
Right.
The only crazy story I heard, but I guess it wasn't true, was with Chavo. He said he called Benoit, and Benoit says there's somebody knocking at the door, and then he opened the door, and then the phone went dead, and then he couldn't get in touch with Benoit for hours. But that wasn't true, I guess. But that
because you already know they was trying to do bring Sullivan into that
the wrestler. Who was it? Steve Blackman or what? No. Holly was supposed to go over for dinner or something.
Yeah, Hardcore Holly. Yeah, Hardcore was supposed to meet with Benoit because they have the same doctor. Right? Benoit.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah. They were supposed. Some people that Benoit was close with would just come crash at his place. The other thing too that people forget as well was I think 2 weeks prior to the murders, Sensational Sherry passed away, and Sherry and Nancy were really good friends, and so that probably added to the stress. Actually, a lot of people that were close to Benoit died in the early to mid 2000s. Boss Man died, Davey Boy died, Mr. Perfect died,
Owen Hart
Sherry died. So it all adds up, man. Eddie Guerrero died. It all added up. I don't
Eddie
think
Guerrero
one
was
particular thing could. I think Eddie was definitely the breaking point, but I don't think it was one particular thing. I think it just all added up over time. And the one thing I will give WWE now, like I said, we can say, to take it back to modern day shit, we can say a lot of stuff about CM Punk, but the one thing that Punk did do, and I feel like he doesn't get credit for it, is I do think that Punk opened the door for mental health breaks in WWE. Because before Punk did what he did, before he walked out, WWE didn't do mental health breaks. The only way that you were not performing was if you had some type of injury that physically prevented you from performing. You know what I'm saying? After Punk quit the way he did, now all of a sudden you see Seth Rollins and Charlotte and Sasha Banks and so many others. They'll just take 2-3 months off just because. And I do feel like WWE, they take that shit seriously. They didn't take it seriously.
Boss time.
Ain't nothing wrong with her fucking.
Oh God, I swear. I don't miss that at all. It's boss time.
I'm not a Celtics player. Okay. My ass.
Damn, what the hell happened here in New York? Lit up like a Christmas tree.
Anything and everything. Shit. But anyways, I'm about to fall back. You know what I'm saying?
Any pork fried rice?
You've been here for 4 hours. Leave now, no pay. You take my kids' college fund money.
Hurry up and buy.
No,
hurry up and buy.
No,
I like Rush Hour. Ain't no punk bitch.
I ain't no punk bitch.
To this day, and when I go in there and order beef and broccoli, you pay $6.50. I'm like, what? You pay
$6.50 for beef and broccoli?
Yeah,
that's the deal. Shit. $9.
I remember when beef and broccoli would be with the rice, that should be $5.
No, here it's like $9-10 for a combo.
Out here it's $9. It's like $8.50.
Yeah, $8.59.
What's the size of it? Pause. Small or
pretty
large?
Good.
It's pretty girth.
And an egg roll too. You get egg roll. I get egg roll or soup.
You get a good girth, R.
Bruh.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on, man. Don't do it to me, R. Let me stay in it. Let me stay in it for 5 more minutes, R. Just let me stay in it. Come on.
Yo,
everybody keeps saying that about. Everybody keeps saying
the whole
that.
Show.
Everybody keeps saying that about Sasha, but Charlotte and Ronda have taken way more breaks. But I guess it's a narrative.
Yeah, who gives a shit about Charlotte?
I've lost count how many breaks Charlotte has had.
If Charlotte didn't take a break, she'd be like a 25-time champion by now.
Exactly. Hold on. Wait.
Sasha Banks is a crybaby.
Hold on. Yeah. Sasha Banks is a crybaby that walks out every time she can't get her way. She's a female CM Punk for real. She needs help. Man, look. Now, I definitely understand where people be coming from with that shit, but at least she knows her worth. And then not only that, it's been plenty of times. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. It's been times where they did underutilize her too. It's definitely been times where she was underutilized and they treated her like she wasn't a real main eventer, which she is.
Or she ain't worth a pack of Newports and a bag of Now later.
I've already said my piece on it. We're getting ready to go. I'm not gonna rant on it. All I've said before is that as far as because at the same time that this is a wrestling business. And the point of a business is to make money. And if we're just talking about being a draw, merch selling, and the stuff like that, Sasha's the best chick they got.
Exactly.
You know, and she has cross appeal too for TV or whatever.
Right. And she has cross appeal. And of the 4 horsewomen of Sasha, Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky, Sasha checks all the boxes. And there are statistics to back that up. When she went to NXT, during the AEW NXT, you know, when they were going back and forth, every time she had a big match against somebody, the numbers went up. AEW would still win the demos, but the numbers went up every time she was there. But when Charlotte was the NXT champion, as Scott Steiner would say, the numbers drastically go down. That's
33%.
That's a fact. They went down. The numbers legit took a dip when Charlotte was there. Sasha was a merch seller. When every time there was a new Boss t-shirt, the shit sold on WWE Shop. Bayley, her shit never sold. Charlotte, her shit never sold. Like Nate said, she has crossover appeal. And like Sandman said, yeah, she was champion a few times, but she never really had like a long, dominant run like Charlotte did, like Becky did. Every time she had a run, it was like a brief run for like a few weeks or like whatever.
Well, like the longest she had a title reign was like only a month.
Right. We never really saw like the NXT boss Sasha heel on the main roster get a long run. And just the way that she was booked when Vince was there, like I can't even say she was buried. She wasn't booked like a main eventer. She wasn't jobbed out, but it was like they booked her like she was fucking Marty Jannetty, like she was just one of many other chicks there. And it's like, no, like she's not Marty Jannetty. She's one of the best chicks you got. And she never was booked that way. And Naomi, like, listen, Sasha's obviously a bigger star than Naomi. But Naomi, they did her dirty too. Because they did the dumb shit with Sonya Deville where they were feuding for months. And they never gave an explanation to this day. There was still no explanation. And it was like, all right, well, maybe they'll just milk this to WrestleMania. And they just did the payoff on a random episode of SmackDown, and that was it. And that was it. And there is no that was just it. That was done. And Naomi, like I said, not as popular as Sasha, but she cleans up in the merch shop too. Was very over, very popular. And they just booked her like she was fucking Crash Holly or something. So it just got to a point where her and Sasha were just like, you know what, fuck it. And they left. And now they're killing it doing model stuff and just all these other projects. And they'll definitely be back in WWE. But like I told John, I think that they're at this, both of them now, Sasha and Naomi, both of them. I think that they're both at that Batista, John Cena, Chris Jericho status where they don't need WWE. WWE needs them. They'll be back, but we're not going to see them anytime soon.
And to add to that, they squandered that. Was that Feel the Glow, the glow in the dark women's title when Naomi had that?
Yeah, that sold a lot. One of my cousins.
Oh, so they did get to sell it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, what happened? This is what happened. I wish John was here because John was into Total Divas and stuff. Total Divas was scripted. That was a scripted show. But some of the stuff was based off of. What? Oh, okay. Yeah. Some of the stuff was based off of real life. What gave Naomi heat was that idea she did for the glowing belt. She did that without talking to Vince first. And I guess Vince doesn't like it, because Vince is very Nazi about like remember when Cody made the joke? Remember when Cody had the mustache back in WWE? He had Cody told the story.
The Rose Scholars.
Cody had to legitimately go to like fucking WWE headquarters to ask for permission to shave his mustache. That's just Vince controls everything about the wrestlers.
No, I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to something like that, I do feel where Vince is coming from, because you can be within the storyline and you have some type of crazy hairstyle that'll look so random during the storyline, and it will basically, it'll make the storyline just look like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
if you want
this dude had a lace front. Now we got an afro. The fuck is going on?
Even if you want to do it, just tell your boss up front. Give him the heads up so they don't.
That's what he was saying.
That's what Naomi did. Naomi, she was doing the glow in the darks, which was a great look. I love the whole wave.
It was something different. Feel the glow. Right. She was like what's the Bruce Leroy, the female version of Brianna Leroy.
Right, but apparently all of that was not going through Vince. Naomi just basically did it herself. Vince apparently didn't like it, but he saw how popular it was, and so he just went with it. But apparently a part of him was just bothered by it, which is, to me, is I get it, but like if it sells money, just fucking let it sell money.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like about WCW. Look at all the concepts, like World War III, Halloween Havoc. Use the concepts, fuck, make money.
Well, it looks like I might be.
He didn't appreciate it that much, because look what happened. She only held that belt for like what, 2 months? Naomi.
Yeah.
She only held the shit and then lost it to Natalia. Out of all people, lost it to Natalia.
Is there any good houses in Missouri? Because apparently New York just opened up.
What, the Yankees choke? What's going on?
What the fuck? I didn't do that. I didn't do that. That was on him. Anyways, I'm about to fall back.
Oh, I wanted to say one thing really quick. Freaking Marty Jannetty was a fucking coward. He dove through the barbershop window to get away from Sean. Pussy.
Yeah, man. What the fuck was his problem? Doing the most.
Jannetty. Gotta miss Bobby Heenan's commentary with Gorilla Monsoon. That shit was great.
Yo, isn't there a pay-per-view tomorrow? Halloween Havoc tomorrow, I think.
Oh, you talking NXT? Yeah,
NXT?
I don't follow NXT.
I don't watch that crap.
Yeah, I feel you. I just sometimes like if I be having free time, I'll do a watch party. Like, why not?
I won't lie to you, man. I don't fuck with NXT anymore. You're on your own there.
As a matter of fact, yo, what happened? I think it was my Impact correspondent. You didn't even say what happened with Impact.
Yeah,
I don't
CM
follow
Punk's going
Impact. Why would I be the correspondent?
You said you was gonna. You agreed to it. You say you.
We got confused. I thought you meant like, you know how you do the This Week in Wrestling History. I thought you meant like a random Impact fact. I didn't think you meant like modern day Impact.
No, any Impact. It don't matter. Any type of Impact news. Well, I'll say these dudes won the tag team belts. Rhino and
well,
this dude Keith.
Well, since you mentioned it, I knew the whatever the fuck you want to call them, the OGK, the Kingdom, Honor No More. That's what they were in Impact.
Yeah, Honor No More.
Yeah, I knew that they were signed to short, brief deals, and that from what I heard that Triple H was interested in them, and I thought that was pretty interesting.
I heard that too.
Right. But I guess they chose AEW over WWE. And at first I thought like, that's random. But then it occurred to me that the Kingdom, that was actually Adam Cole's faction, Ring of Honor. And since Bobby Fish dipped and Kyle O'Reilly is, hurt, when Cole gets cleared, because Cole is always in a faction, I could see
he might not get cleared.
Well, he might not get bad.
Yeah, they're saying concussion. He might not ever wrestle again.
Yeah, he's not going to come back for a minute.
Back the other day.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
Adam Cole is sitting down for a while.
Yeah, in any case, I don't think they would have been a good fit in AEW or WWE, but they chose AEW, I guess, for Ring of Honor and for the side projects. And I also believe that Mia Yim I think her Impact contract ran out as well. And I heard that WWE is interested in doing business with her. That's cool because she never got a run at all. She was doing that retribution. The only thing she did was that one time when she pretended to have a seizure. That was fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
that was it. That was just so random. Like, where they going with this? And the next thing you know, she was off TV after that.
I don't even remember what her name was. It wasn't Mia. She had some other name.
Retribution, some shit like that. Redemption.
Yeah.
One of those.
I'm sorry, Sam, man. Next time, I will definitely have more Impact stuff going on.
I heard Impact made
there's a misunderstanding. It's all good, but
did you see? Before we go, did you see that Bobby Fish thing where he was doing that promo and there was like crickets? And
you can hear an ant fart. That's how quiet it was.
Bobby Fish, man. I can't completely shit on him because I got to interview him all those years ago and he was cool. But man, bro, like that's like the easiest. This dude had like the easiest fucking payday. All you had to do was just not say anything, and you would have just fucking had to cash the check. Why did you open your mouth, bro? Weird, man. He's weird.
He just and I interviewed not only wrestlers but rappers, whatever, and you got to be real with them at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you're being real with them, it's not like you're being disrespectful. You fumbled the bag. Like, for you even to go on a dummy mission like that, if that was your mission, Bobby Fish, you wanted to go to AEW to infiltrate, to potentially ruin Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly's career. Let's really be real. What if they would have really just bounced on Tony Khan like that and breached their contracts? Who knows what may happen tomorrow? They would have been known for, contract breachers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that on your resume. All for what? For the Undisputed Era to show up on the main roster? It's never that deep. And then look what happened. You was blowing up Triple H phone. Hey, boss, I couldn't get them, boss, but I'm still willing to work, boss. May I polish your nose, boss?
Yeah, lose the number. Yeah.
Next thing you know, he got blocked.
I heard Impact made $100 this week, so they had a pizza party. But that's
that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, but fuck Bobby Fish, man. Like, right now and that was my guy, but I ain't gonna lie. That was just some silly shit.
Yeah.
He looks like a circus carny or something. He should be working in the circus as a muscle man or something. I don't know.
I like him. I like him too. Like him and the Good Brothers. Like, it's like when you
he did that for real, Raheem. Yes, he did that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't be capping over here.
him and
Crazy.
Bobby Fish and Carl Anderson, like those dudes, they're proof. Like, you know, it's like that one person in school that has the cool friends, and it's like if you spend too much time around them, you think you're just as cool as they are, and it's like, bro, like you're just part of the squad. That's all you are. You're the wingman.
Yeah.
You're not the alpha. You know,
he's the one that goes on the store runs.
Yeah,
right?
get the beer,
Exactly.
get the chips.
Exactly. Yeah. Like when you look like those old kung fu movies like Steven Seagal, Jackie Chan, there's always like that first dude in the crew that gets hit. Like that's Fish. That's
he's the dude. He's the dude from Out for Justice. The guy got pushed in the phone booth at the bar. Fucking
crash test. That's what you crash test dummy.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Fucking moron. Anyways, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little hungry. I'm about to go see what's going on with the videos.
Hot Pockets.
Cut the check, Hot Pockets. The fuck?
Check.
Expeditiously.
They're never on sale anymore at the supermarket. I'm like, what the fuck?
Shit.
I don't get them. I'm not paying $5 a box for those.
I'm gonna keep y'all up to date. Let y'all know. If I'm gonna be live on Tuesday, but most likely I will be live on Tuesday. We're gonna, come back to the table and talk our talk. We're gonna spill our spiel, smack up your kid, tell that nigga to chill. Peace up, motherfucker.